Why don't we get started here? And I think Alex is here as well. Hey, Alex, I'm really glad you're here. I
Hello.
want to, hey, so let's get started. And anybody who comes in, just jump right in. Please ask your questions. And I have an agenda as follows. I'm going to give you a brief introduction, who I am, what we're doing, and why we're doing it. I'm going to give you a bit of a sample of who's coming, and to get an idea of what experiences they're bringing to the retreat. There are three questions that had been sent in to me already that I've answered directly. However, they're great questions, so I want to answer them publicly here so that you'll have the answers because you may need those answers as well. And if we have time, I will do a screen share and actually show you how to register. One of the key things that my dear friend and mentee, Coach Ryan Mayer, said to me from the beginning is, can you make a short video to show everyone how to register? Because sometimes we just we get ourselves worked up that the process is going to be complicated, long, difficult, because I'll give you an example. I don't know if any of you have ever applied to speak at the International Conference on ADHD. I'm guessing, Alex, you might have. I can tell you from experience that, and tell me if I'm wrong, Alex, that it's extremely complicated. It's really hard. It's a slog, and they kind of do that on purpose to see who's got uh, the chutzpah, who's got the who's got the stay with it power, get through it. That means you really do want to speak there. In any case, I didn't do that. I'm using Eventbrite. So it's really simple. So if we have time at the end, I'll take you through that simple process, even how to book a hotel room. Most importantly, though, I do want to open it up if any of you have any questions at all. And I respect your time. So if we're done in under 30 minutes, we're in, we're out, everyone gets back to work. So first, an intro. If we haven't met yet, I am certified ADHD life coach Stewart. So I certainly have a private practice. It's called ADHD as a skill set. And I've tied my two portfolios together, my love for ADHD coaching and my experience as an expert travel industry trainer, which I've done since graduated from college up through till today. I'm still a highly sought after speaker and workshop trainer, and keynoter, and one of my specialties is group travel. So lo and behold, that's why I started ADHD travel retreats. And our first ever retreat was an ADHD women's retreat. And I partnered with Trina, you may know, with Katie Sue, who you may know, and we had a special guest speaker, Meredith Hummingbird. Sometimes we know them by their Instagram names, right? But this was a special collaboration I did with their brand, which is called Get Lost Retreats. We did it in September in Jamaica at an all-inclusive, and it was incredible. And so doing these kinds of meetings, retreats, conferences, I have a great experience with, and I love it. So I'm doing what I love. Coming down to this retreat, the reason why I said, hey, I want to do a retreat is because I have been to both of the international conferences, and they are magnificent and incredible and fulfilling and at the same time overwhelming. And I'm going to guess, Alex, you might agree with this, is that there's just so many options. It's hard to choose. There are so many people. And as a curious bunch, we want to meet everybody. We want to spend time with everyone we meet. The problem is that makes us late to the workshop. The door's closed. We get locked out. That happened to me. So I'm like, what could I do? And speaking with so many new friends that I've met, what could I produce based on my background and experience? But more importantly, as a coach, what would I want to experience? What kind of flow? What kind of an agenda? Would I find most alluring and most beneficial that I would take time to invest 4 days and money into attending? Hence, we've created this retreat, which is very different from a conference. I worked very closely with a guy I think everyone probably knows very well and loves, ADHD coach Ryan Mayer. He's a dear friend. I met him at the conference in November 2 years ago, and we've become fast friends. He is my mentee, and he's sort of our featured leader. And I'm going to read to you some of the topics that he's offered to share, because one of the key ingredients that I believe will make this a super success is that if you are comfortable bringing a skill set and demonstrating, sharing it with me and with your peers, we can all learn from each other and have an opportunity to showcase who we are and what we do to really elevate us personally and professionally. And as an example, I do, Alex, I'm going to mention in just a little bit when we get to that, what you have accomplished that you're going to bring to the table. And together, we're going to create an agenda. And let me tell you right now, one of the things that makes a retreat so different from a conference is that a retreat has a beautiful balance of structured and unstructured time. Because especially as ADHDers, and Darryl, you tell me if you would agree with this, when we go to these giant conferences, instead of it being overwhelming, what if we sat in a group session and then we had a nice sized break to talk to our new friends or our old friends? What if we went to a smaller round table conversation so we participated in coming up with ideas, solving problems, and we had ample time after to continue talking, to networking, to making new friends. And then we have a 2-hour lunch break, so there's no rushing. And then we have sort of, I would say, not quite the second half of the day, but later in the day, it's free time. And we will have group activities. In fact, I just spoke with he's a train the trainer. He's a professional coach who teaches coaching. He's located in Denver. He teaches at a university. He is actually offered to come and run a session for us as well, and see if anyone wants to go hiking in Denver. So if you like hiking, I'm in, and that would be really cool. Everyone is bringing their best. Everyone is looking to help and support and contribute. So basically, the whole would be even greater than the sum of the parts. All right, moving on. I want to let me first answer the 3 questions that I want to answer real quick. There are 3 of them. Number 1, Stuart, I see the Aloft Hotel is $149 a night, which is downtown Denver. If I share with another coach or a friend, is it $149 per person, or is it $75 a person? And the answer is it's 75 per person. Basically, the room, whether you get a king size bed or 2 doubles, is $149 a night. So basically, if you share, you cut the price in half. It's a great way to save money at share room. I will tell you this, that Coach Ryan and I shared a room in Baltimore because that room was really expensive. It's like $249. And I'm going to guess we're going to do it again in Anaheim. Question 2. I missed the early bird discount. Is there any way I can get a promo code so I can save a couple of bucks? And the answer is yes. So several ways you can do this. If you're friends with Coach Ryan, Coach Alex, or anybody who's already signed up, I've given them their own personal promo codes. So they're happy to give it to you, and you'll save a couple of bucks, and basically you'll end up paying that early bird rate, right? See, I wanted to do that as an incentive to get you to commit early. We got a great group, or the early VIPs they're in. But I would hate to charge somebody more. That's just the way I feel. So if you ask for the promo code, I'll get it. Also, If you're a member of CHAD, if you're a member of the ADHD Coaches Organization, if you're a member of ADA, I have promo codes for that too. And Dorsey, who's a new friend, she runs a group called Flex Your ADHD. I even have a promo code for Flex Your ADHD. So whether it's here or one-on-one, please direct message me, call me, and I'll give you a promo code. They're all going to give you the same savings. I want you to have it. Number three, this was a good one. I got a couple times. Well, the big international conference is in November in Anaheim. Why would I go to both? Like there was this question of, well, I have limited funds. Which should I choose? And I don't want to be the one to tell you which is better for you. However, I want you to be able to make the choice based on where, if you can only do one, I'd love you to go to both. I'd like to present to you three, I think, reasons that this retreat, our retreat, may be for you, but it's deeply personal. And I don't want to take your money if you're not totally, yes, I'm in. I need to be there. I can't miss it. And I'll participate in the virtual conference, which I think is going to be in the spring, the virtual conference. Finally, they separated them because it didn't make any sense doing the in-person and then the virtual right after each other. So basically,
the first one.
The spring.
Yeah.
The virtual, yes. Which I think is a great idea. So here are my top three reasons, and I can go on and on and on, having been to retreats, having created this agenda, and having been to two of these international conferences. Number one, size does matter. I mean, there are 800 to 1,000 people at the international conference. Wonderful, lovely. However, this is intimate. It's immersive. We will know each other on a first name basis, I'm sure, by day two, if not day one. So the opportunity to spend quality time with a group of coaches is there. It's not like you'll be running around from room to room and upstairs, downstairs, all this kind of stuff. It's a really small property. I picked this hotel because it's perfect for our size group. It's intimate. Number two, content. The international conference is incredible because there's, I don't know, 50, 75, 100, 150 different choices, different workshops. And sometimes it's really hard deciding, should I go here? Should I go here? Should I go here? And in some cases, it's like, well, I love having a choice. And the other hand, especially for me as an ADHD adult, when you give me too many choices, it's really difficult. Even when I go to restaurants, I will look at the menu before I get there because I don't want to end up ruminating. Uh-oh, I should have been here, should be here. So bottom line is, it's going to be a simple agenda. It's going to be a series group sessions where we're all together and a series of roundtable discussions, breakouts. So it'll be simple. And we're going to work on the agenda together. We're literally going to craft it and finalize it all together. And finally, it's laser focused, which is obvious because everyone attending is a professional coach. And I think we might have two therapists coming too, that even a different level of different degrees, different levels of certification. So, everyone who's going is there for a very specific purpose, to build themselves, to build ourselves personally and professionally, because we share so much in common, what we do, what we're committed to, who we're dedicated to. And so far, everyone runs their own business. So far, everyone's an entrepreneur. So breaking out of your silo, and coming together with other business people, and networking and socializing, I think the three big reasons, and it can probably go on and on, but I'll leave it at that. Now, I want to go through quickly, and I'm only going to go through a handful of people today out of respect for time, just to give you an idea of who's coming and the level of brilliance, of experience, of the variety of the people coming. So you probably know Coach Ryan Mayer, but I just want to and by the way, he sends his regrets. He has an uncancelable meeting going on right now, and I respect that. He's probably going to be with us next Thursday because this is one of three. But he says hello. He's sorry he couldn't be here, and I told him I'm going to be reading some of the workshops, if you will, some of the um, group sessions he's thinking of leading, and together we'll decide what you want, what we all want. Why every coach should have a virtual assistant. Delegate to elevate. The power of referrals. What's the structure of your coaching offering, like packages? How to get clients to stay longer, so loyalty, which is one of my specialties. The secret to effective content. How to leverage AI. I vote for that one because I'm a up in that rabbit hole, but I know how important it is for my business. How to leverage artificial intelligence for the benefit of your mental health. The riches are in the niches, making your workspace ADHD friendly, and structuring your day in an effective way. Just some ideas, and we're gonna toss it around, and we're gonna see what's going to be most interesting for everybody, what's needed. So, Alex, I'm so grateful you're here, and I look forward to being on your podcast. Thank you very much. But Alex, his company is called Reset ADHD. What are you most looking forward to? Honestly, just spending time with people. It's lonely working from home, and people time will be much appreciated. And I appreciate your honesty there, because to be truly, that's for me too. You know, the key benefit is socialization, where we can really be completely unmasked and just feel rejuvenated and have a good time. We want to have fun. It can't be all. So I appreciate that. And you'll see, Alex, that almost everybody else said exactly what you said. So it's super cool. And you have offered to lead a session, perhaps on improv, right? And why it's helpful for coaches. Count me in. I also could do a talk on writing. I've written several books and have a popular blog. I'm in, because I'm about to start writing my book, ADHD Unshamed. So learning from you, a guy who's already done it, gone through the process, will be invaluable. Gary Montalvo. He says, I'm most looking forward to meeting the other entrepreneurs and being in community with like-minded people. So I'm going to give you an idea. And I just interviewed Gary actually for my book, ADHD Unshamed. He's an incredible man. Let me just read this to you. I speak, train, and coach in the intersection of leadership mindset, and business strategy, helping entrepreneurs get out of reaction and implement the strategy, systems, and structures needed to get into growth. Some other topics I can get into are how to sell authentic to heartfelt entrepreneurs, maintaining an empowering mindset during the ups and downs of business, launching a podcast, DISC or color personality assessment, how to hire a virtual assistant for $4 an hour, and business planning. And he said that's just an idea of what he loves to do, what he would love to do and to contribute. And he has built himself his own business, and I can't wait to meet him in person. Like I said, I spent over an hour with him yesterday. And I also spent time with this coach, Michael Dickey. He's with Flow State Executive Coaching. And Michael is a certified Kolbe consultant, Kolbe. I'm wondering, has anyone ever heard of Kolbe? Yeah, I had never heard of it. And he was kind enough to, teach me what this process is. And it is incredible. It is stunning to me. And he's going to share, I'm going to read what he's going to share, but he's an amazing individual, an ADHD as well. It says here, I was officially diagnosed with inattentive type ADHD last year. I'm a business coach for service-based, purpose-driven entrepreneurs with ADHD. I have been a certified Kolbe consultant since 2019. My philosophy for coaching entrepreneurs revolves around setting up their businesses around their strengths and ADHD superpowers, validating their ADHD kryptonite tasks and identifying strategies that allows them to get things done while honoring their mental energy. I really love those two words together, mental energy. So I would love to lead a session on how we can identify our strengths and or ADHD superpowers and provide strategies on how to best tackle all of the tasks, roles, and responsibilities on our entrepreneurial plate while honoring our mental energy capacity. I will have worksheets so they can follow along and also have some extra resources they can take home work so they can implement on their own time. And he's looking most forward to connecting with some other amazing people and learning how to be a better coach. And let me give you one more because everyone is fascinating. So if you're watching this, if you're here with me live, or if you're watching the replay, I will definitely talk about you and share your background and experience and what you're bringing to the retreat on either this Q&A meeting on the other two Thursdays. So I promise you I will. You may know Kelly Baum. She's got a huge following as an influencer. And she is looking most forward to connecting with people in the same line of work as me. I love working alone, but I'm also miss having a team to connect with. So there you go. So Kelly is an ADHD coach, lives outside of Chicago. She graduated from the ATCA school, and she's also a content creator. Her vision is to share the lessons learned as a baby coach. So she's relatively new in the game. So she wants to share some of the lessons she learned. So imagine some of the coaches who are in the practice for a number of years that she's going to learn from them, and some of the newer coaches will be able to share experiences and grow together. She's also an expert content creator, so she's probably also going to lead a workshop on Canva, mastering Canva. I see Alex is shaking his head. I know I can use that. So that's awesome. So I just those are just three. And I've got a whole list more. So next Thursday, I'll share more. But I'm so grateful that the mix, the variety of skill sets of people that they're bringing. We do have a certified yoga instructor, Morgan Meredith. We'll talk about her next time. She's coming. Okay. And she's going to lead us in morning yoga. So we are going to have active exercises as well. And I'm hoping we have somebody who's certified in leading meditation or breathing. Now, my wife's coming into town on Friday. So if we don't have a coach who's certified, she is Kimberly. So she would lead that for us probably Saturday morning, do some breathing and stuff like that. It will be really amazing. Here we go. Watch this. Watch how easy it is. So I'm going to share the screen. Boom. And just, if you would be so kind, can you see that screen? Good. All right. So you come to the website. Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. And so we'll do the hotel next time. But you just click the register here. And you'll see a big banner up there just to remind you of what we're doing here, to make sure it's right for you. Basically, 8 reasons, 8 things what you can expect. And here's the name of the conference. And you don't need to read all this stuff. You don't need to watch my little video there. But all you need to do is click right here. Reserve a spot. Boom. You click reserve a spot. And here's where you'll enter that promo code. That's going to save you $25. So you end up really paying the same as our early birders. And if you're staying at the Aloft Hotel, it's $375. That's before the discount. If you're not staying at the Aloft, it's $400. And then so you click how many people you're registering, and then you click checkout. So here, let's say you go 1. If you've used Eventbrite before, it's so simple. And then you just check out. So next Thursday, I'll go through the hotel booking process, which is pretty much just as easy. Just as easy. So let me pause here before we break, and I keep to my promise of 30 minutes or less to see if we have any questions or comments from those with us.
Well, of course, I live in the Netherlands, so it's quite an obstacle to go to Denver. So I'm wondering, when do you know when you have a sufficient amount of people that enlisted online so you can talk online? Because I think that when everyone is live there and maybe there are two people that are online, it can be quite of an obstacle, and you, of course, miss some of the energy. But I'm still wondering and trying to figure out if this is valuable for me. And I think it will be, I would have more information to make that decision if I know a little bit more about the amount of people that you are expecting online.
And I appreciate that. So our goal is to have between 20 and 30 people. I say that because while I want to keep it intimate, I also love variety. So somewhere between 20 and 30 will be our sweet spot. And one of the challenges is, especially for the beautiful ADHDers out there, we need a hard deadline. We're like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. And so we're all trying to tell everyone who's thinking, oh, yeah, we're going to go. I just haven't signed up yet. Sign up, get it done. Let's sell this puppy out so I don't have to do these little mini sales pitches, if you will, that we can just go right into the agenda and you will feel comfortable saying, wow, we've got 27 people coming and you can see exactly who's coming and what they're bringing to the table and have more information to discern if you should make the investment to fly all the way in to Denver. I appreciate that question. And I can't tell you when we're going to fill every seat. It could be in 7 days from now. It could be in 60 days from now. I'd much rather it be within 7 days so I will stop losing sleep, because I will not sleep until every seat is filled. Because, I mean, full disclosure, I signed a contract with the hotel. I'm in it, baby. My cash is in it because I believe it's going to work. I feel confident it will. Coach Ron and I are super excited and eager. We've booked our air. We've booked our hotel. Stephanie, who's coming from Berman Budgeting, she's booked her air. Others have booked hotel. I don't know about their air. So sit tight, trust the process, and I will keep you alert exactly as more and more come in, which I believe is going to happen within the next at least 7 days, but certainly within 30 days. People are going to make their decisions. Hopefully, there'll be enough incentive for you and all the stars will align that you'll say, I'm in. And if it doesn't work out, we're still friends. It's okay. However, that'd be cool. Great question. If there's nothing else, I'm going to close the meeting now and thank you for being here. If you have any questions, any ideas, any concerns, direct message me, call me. My contact information is all over the website, is everywhere. It's easy to find me. I want to be there for you. I want to help you make the decision. If this is a cannot miss for you, if it's a no miss, or if it's not right for you, I'll help you make that decision.